Hi, fellow traders. What a tale of 2 days. Now, I tried to bring the opening volatility that KOSS had yesterday to my TGT trade today. It was completely destroyed at the open. This was a classic case of me trying to impose my will on the market because of the baggage I brought over from the previous day. I should have listened to my video last night and erased what happened yesterday. The bad feelings, the negative spirit I had because I had to miss the open, and it turned out to be the best open of the year, the best open I'd seen in a while. And just trade today, trade what the market was going to give me today. But another lesson learned, learning a lot of those lately. But however, a swing trade that I actually got scared out of. I didn't have the guts to go through with the plan I had. And another one that we've got going is holding its own, and it's pretty much made my day. Turned my bad start into, a pretty good finish. But the weather was so beautiful here compared to the hard freeze that we experienced all last week. That kept me outside and kind of away from my platform all day. I just grabbed my tablet and I just went outside, and it was just beautiful. And I don't regret doing what I did because it actually turned out for the best. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to make that decision. And usually when we do it and we make the decision, the smart decision, things usually work out for us. So I don't know if you guys watched the college football national championship game last night, but I did. I'm all about some college football. And what unfolded in the second half of that game is a perfect example of one of the messages that I've been trying to share with you and drive home to you. Alabama, they really couldn't get anything going in the first half offensively. So they called on this true freshman quarterback, this guy that you see right here, that hadn't had any real game experience at all in college. This is his very first year in college. But the coach kind of saw what he did in practice, saw his preparation and his commitment to learning the system this year. So he called his number to go out and to undoubtedly to bet the largest stage and the most important game in college football, to bring his team back from a deficit and bring that victory home. And he did it. How did he do it? Is because of all the hard work and preparation he did throughout the year that prepared him for his one shot. His once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All throughout the year, he didn't get down because he wasn't getting any playing time. He kept his head down. He kept working. He kept learning. He kept studying. He kept grinding. He kept getting better because he knew at some point his opportunity was going to come. And he wanted to make sure he was prepared. And boy, was he prepared for that moment. But guys, that's what it's all about. And that's why I ask you this question. Will you be prepared when your opportunity comes? You can't jump in this. It's all of a sudden you get some money, then you jump in and you want to trade. You have to be ready. Because if not, that money's going to disappear, quicker than the blink of an eye. So don't wait to get started, because tomorrow it may be too late. So you want to make sure that you are ready when that opportunity comes, because it may not come knocking again. This kid may not ever get this opportunity again. This was a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And he had what it took. He worked hard, never quit. I know he got knocked down. I know he got beat down and beat up, but he got up and he kept going. I mean, even the last play of the game, the last possession, he took a 20-some yard sack and got up off the ground, and the very next play threw a touchdown pass and won the national championship. Now tell me this guy wasn't prepared. So we have to take note of that. And this is how we have to be. You know, I know trading is different from a football game, but the mentality is the same. We got to have that same mental game. All right, so let's look at today. TGT, this is a pretty big chart because it stopped right here at 10:30 because that's when I stopped. You can see ended up 4 tickets down $367. And it was just a train wreck from the beginning. I expected this to do the same thing that KORS did. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said KOSS earlier, but KORS, the same move it made yesterday, made a solid move down. And I was looking for the same thing. So I got excited and I jumped in this. I just jumped in it. And I didn't wait. This candle did close. But I left this line here to show you. I drew the so-called 5-minute opening range low before this 5-minute candle closed and tried to make it do what I wanted it to do. And it was just a complete train wreck. So I ended up getting stopped out here. And so I waited. It rolled over. And I got back in. And just couldn't get a fill here at 68.50. I couldn't get fill. I would have gotten at least half this move, but never could get it. And then we turned around and pushed back, and I just stopped out. I mean, at this point, mentally, I was done. This little episode here, about 45 minutes, mentally drained me for the morning. So, I walked away and just kind of left this, sitting here. And I waited, went to lunch. I was just enjoying outside. And then when I came back in, I was looking at this AAOI was, selling off. And so I pulled up the daily chart. On a swing trade, you usually look up a daily chart. And I didn't want to day trade it because it didn't seem like it was going to be good for a day trade, which it actually was, but I didn't. I just went ahead and got it as a swing trade. And I shorted it, got it at 35.71. And it was well into the move, but from what I was looking at, we had a nice window, down. And this had a nice, range to sell off. So I went ahead and got in, but I was looking for it to get to, let's say, 35 so I could take half of it off. And I was going to leave 500 shares on, over the overnight. But it didn't work out. So I'm still holding it. It's still working out good. We're still on the positive side of things. As long as we don't get a gap up tomorrow, I'll be doing pretty good. Now, being that this is a swing trade, I have, I guess, conflicted thoughts about actually posting my entry and exit and everything in the day trading room because I'm not managing it as a day trade. And what happens and what happened in the past is this is the chart, you'll be looking at in the day trade room. You'll be looking at 5-minute chart or 2-minute chart or whatever. And you see the entry, and then you start to see this bull flag start to form. And, here we pop the flag and we run up. And we're over the VWAP here. No, this color, I haven't updated the VWAP yet. But you can see where it just blew out. Now, everybody would be screaming to me, you need to get out, get out, get out. You need to get out. Well, I don't care about this because it's a swing trade. And I'm only watching the daily chart. And I have my stop and my profit targets, based on the daily chart. So what I'm going to start doing, I did post it in the chat, so that you would know that it's a swing trade. But we do have a tab there now. That's the small cap chat. So what I'm going to do is turn that tab into the swing trade chat, so that once we close the swing trade room in the morning and we don't take any entries in the morning, if something comes up like this in the afternoon, that's a way of me segregating it so this is a swing trade. It's not a day trade. So don't look at it on the 5-minute chart, because I don't want any messages saying, hey, you need to look at AAOI. It just blew past the VWAP and it's about to go straight up, and I don't really care. Only on a swing trade, I only care what it's doing on the daily chart, and I have my alerts and everything set so that if it does get close to a stopping point, it's going to alert me and then I can deal with it. But that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, because in the morning we've got the swing room up and any entries and anything you can see, they're right there. But I don't leave it up all day because it doesn't make sense. For the most part, after the morning, if we don't get any entries, you're just looking at a blank screen pretty much. So that's the change that we're going to make tomorrow. So you'll see tomorrow when you log in, you'll see a swing trading chat versus the small cap chat. But this one I'm still in. Still working this one. And if we can get this leg down through 35 tomorrow and keep going, this will be a beautiful trade. This will be a beautiful swing trade. All right, so the next one, this PTIE, and we were joking around with this in chat today, how this thing made this huge run up, and it was just pumped. It's basically, that's what it was. It was just a huge pump. I mean, the catalyst was good, but it wasn't this good. So I was looking for it to push back up through 13, and then I was going to short the crap out of this thing. I even had located some shorts to make sure I had some, and that was my plan. But I kind of got scared. I was going to hold some overnight, but I kind of got scared and ended up taking it off around 5:30 or so. The more I thought about it, during the whole day trading class, it was in the back of my mind. And I don't know if I went off on, in left field in the middle of the class. I need to go back and watch the video. If I did, I apologize. But it was because I was so worried about this. Because, who knows what could happen. They could come and pump it overnight or tonight, and this thing, gaps up in the morning. It was just eating away at me. So I went ahead and took the last bit off that I had. But because I did, it actually helped me tremendously with my P&L for today. So even though I traded this a little scared, got 849.80, and that's not bad, you know, for trading something scared. These stocks really, you know, really do scare me, because you can lose money real quick. I mean, real quick. And so I just had to, you know, stay calm, but I just couldn't take it anymore. So still holding AAOI. Got 1,000 shares overnight, and at the time it was up $206. I'm not sure where it's at now. It fluctuates, you know, being that, you know, it is fluctuating at the close. So we'll look and see what it does at the open tomorrow. I'm looking for a little bit more gap down on AAOI, looking for it to clear this and then continue to move down. At least that's what I'm looking for anyway. Alright, so that's going to do it for me. Pretty decent day. Still, it's Tuesday. I'm still not happy with the day trading activity. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Today is completely on me. I just didn't manage it well. Monday, I had to miss it because I had to take care of everything so that I could trade. So I could have easily messed up Monday too. So we're going to go into Wednesday. We're going to go into hump day and, you know, try to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more patient, and just take what the market is going to give me. We can still end up with a pretty decent week, so don't want to mess up and go backwards. All right, guys, so take it easy. Have a great night, a great evening, or a great morning, depending on where you are, and I will see you tomorrow in chat.